Hello everybody, this is Curtis from psnstores.com. Today we're looking at AIPD. This is Artificial Intelligence Police Department. This is a twin stick shooter. There's not like a bunch of crazy modes or anything. There's actually a smaller selection, but it's got some pretty interesting things going on. So we're gonna jump into the standard mode here. We'll start at medium. I've got a couple things unlocked. I've got the Gatling gun is what you start out with. You unlock a shotgun. And then I just unlocked the phaser, so automatically tracks enemies and fires phaser beams at them with pinpoint accuracy. Let's try that. And then also you've got some modifications that you're unlocking. Again, not a lot of unlockables here. You're getting them as you score more and more points. And so far I've unlocked these pretty quick. So you've got all-rounder, point defense, and radiator. Increased cooling, but decreased emergency shield duration. Let's try radiator. So the cooling is in reference to you have a there's a meter, you have a health bar, and then on the right that blue bar is like your heat meter. So oh this is pretty cool. Okay, so basically that blue bar represents the heat, and once that builds up you overheat, and you drop a bomb that can potentially harm you. So you have to be kind of careful about not getting too crazy. So twin stick shooter, as you actually are holding down the R2 button to shoot though, so you're aiming with the right trigger, the right analog stick, moving around with the left analog stick. R2 is your primary weapon, L2 is secondary, and secondary you can pick up different attachments as you're playing through. So what this game does is it starts out in your normal mode. It actually starts out with, okay, heroes, very basic role set, and then as you're going through rounds and different waves, you're given two options, and they're randomly picked from a number of different options you have. So right now we've got overdrive, which makes the drones faster. It gives plus 75 to our multiplier bonus. Or we have mega magazine, which has interceptors fire a bigger fan of projectiles, and that's plus 50 multiplier bonus. So we're gonna go with drones are faster. And so basically what happens as you go around wave by wave, you're adding new challenges, and those stack. And so once you get into farther waves, like I just did a run that ended on wave 15, and so at that point I've got like 14 different challenges stacked up to make it a bit harder. So that's kind of cool, and what you'll see after we do this, we're going to jump into a custom game where it basically lets you set up your game in whatever way you want it to. So you can let it start out with whatever challenges you want to start out with. You can have them start out with all the challenges. You can have it start out with like 5, 6, 7, whatever you want. And there's a lot of different challenges available to you. So it's pretty cool that, you know, it allows you to customize that. We'll go with bad weather, just so you can kind of see the effect that this brings. This game visually is very nice looking. I really like kind of your neon aesthetic they're going for. It's a really nice looking game. It's got some really cool lighting off like the explosions, some really cool particle effects. It just looks really nice. Controls fine. It's nothing particularly wrong with it. Maybe the one thing is whether or not this is something that could last. If this could be a thing where you could, you know, come back to every week to try to do more score chasing. You know, how the leaderboards populate over time. Things like that. If this is something that is still engaging even after playing for a couple weeks, or, you know, something like that. And so I don't know, you know, obviously I don't know that answer. This game just came out today. It's $10, so. But from what I've played, I mean, I've played about an hour or so of it. It's pretty cool. My takeaway right now is I like the customization. Again, visually it looks really nice. The controls fine. But specifically, it's the customization, I think, that will probably set this apart. Theft protection. Super weapon transporters drop a fusion bomb on death. Mega magazine. Yeah, I try to go for, I mean, obviously you want to go for like the higher multiplier bonus. Like right now I'm at 851, which is pretty nice. So we're talking big numbers here, basically. Your scores are going to get pretty high. Your multipliers are going to get pretty high the further you get, so... And you've got some, like, so, okay, so this bad weather is what's happening right here. Where basically an EMP field collapses in on the arena, basically. Another thing, you saw some enemies, they, like, will actually pinpoint and they'll have, like, a little target line on them. There are some challenges that you can get that actually take that target line away, so you actually are unaware that they're even targeting you until the last second or so. So there's a large and good variety of different challenges. So they're not all just like the same thing. There's actually quite a few of them, and we'll take a look at that. Ooh. But alright, so we're actually just gonna jump out of this. And then, oh, okay, I unlocked the accelerator. So the one thing in particular that I don't really care for about this is the menus with like your mouse cursor. Even if you go back to the main menu, you're just controlling a mouse cursor with your left analog stick. It's fine, I guess. It's not too big of a deal. I just don't see why you couldn't have just changed the UI for your console version. If this is out on PC, I would assume it is, considering this mouse cursor here, but I don't know why it couldn't just be using the D-pad to select these different blocks. But anyway, so if you go into the, it does have, other than standard, it does have some other 3 presets. So you have tough transporters, you have hostile space, and you have high-tech armada. But you do have 3 save slots that it gives you, and if you go into the design, these are all of the different challenges that you can choose from. So, I mean, we saw bad weather here, but if you look at Scorched Earth, super weapon transporters drop mine carpets. Short fuse, mines dropped on overheat have a shorter fuse time. VIP, cruisers are escorted by a shielder. Overdrive, drones are faster. Meltdown, cruisers die in a heat explosion. Omega bomb, enemies regularly drop a bomb that should be collected before it explodes. Afterburner, leak, scarcity, all pickups drop less often. Cloak, final gift. You know, there's a lot of these, and we can start like choosing these at random. We just like choose a few of these, and it will show you what your multiplier bonus will start out as. And if we find something that we like, I don't know, we'll go with those. We'll start at 450 multiplier bonus. We can just save it, and we can save to slot 2, let's say. So slot 1 I saved with all of the multipliers on, so that starts you at 1,500 multiplier bonus. And then one we just did, this is kind of what it looks like. So you get 3 slots, and you can kind of switch them in and out. So we're just for, you know, the curiosity's sake, we're gonna start at medium on with everything started. Let's look at accelerator. Launches high speed, high damage projectiles that pierce through all targets. So we'll look at that. We'll do point defense. Frequently destroys nearby enemy projectiles, increase enemy shield duration. And we'll go in with this. So this is what the game would look like on normal with all of the challenges activated. And here's our new weapon as well. So here, you got that escorted by different enemies. You got all sorts of crazy stuff going on. So yeah, it's a pretty cool game. You know, again, I think the question would be what the longevity on this is. if this is something that people, if it would develop a good fan base, and if people would keep coming back to kind of help facilitate the score chasing that you would want out of a kind of a twin stick, very basic like arcadey twin stick shooter like this. But what's here is pretty neat. You know, with my like the one major complaint that I really can pinpoint right now after about an hour or so of gameplay being a mouse cursor as your UI element, like that's not really a big deal, right? So what's here is pretty cool. I'm probably gonna keep playing it a bit just to get all the unlockables. Maybe do a review or something, but that is it for AIPD. That's Artificial Intelligence Police Department. And it is available now, so it's $10 on PS4, out today, I believe today's when it came out. So anyways, thank you for watching. As always, check out any of our other videos, our gameplay glimpses, reviews, you name it. We've got a ton of stuff going up on YouTube throughout each week, so check that stuff out, let us know what you think, and until then, I will see you later. If you like this or any of our other YouTube videos, subscribe to our channel. If you'd like to support what we do in general, be sure to hop on over to patreon.com/psnstores. Your patronage helps keep our podcast 100% ad-free. Thanks for watching.